And I want to start off by saying welcome, 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 everyone, to our third edition to In the Kitchen, Savor the Season. My name is Brenda Dash, and I'm the Senior Wellness Education Manager for WorkWell NYC. And I don't really want to say this, but I have to say it. Have you not heard of WorkWell? Hopefully, everybody here has heard of who we are, WorkWell NYC. And if you have not, let me just share a little bit of information about who we are. WorkWell NYC is the city's worksite wellness program, and we're here to help you live well as work well. Our goal is to create work sites that make it easier for our employees to live healthy, active lifestyles. Health is not just the absence of disease, health is physical, mental, financial, emotional, and we know that health exists on a spectrum. So we are here for health and well-being resources and programs to help you move more, eat well, be well, and take action to prevent disease no matter where you are in your health journey. We're also committed to addressing matters of inequity and providing platforms to educate and develop structural solutions to health and wellness in and out of work. And one thing I want to share with all of you is that this year it's WorkWell's 10-year anniversary. We're celebrating the Big 10, and we're so excited that we've been a part of your journey for so many years. And we really look forward to our continued collaboration and partnership because it truly is a partnership in having you all here. So today I want to welcome, and we all know these individuals, we're familiar with Karen, our chef from Beautifully Fed. How are you doing, Miss Karen?
Hello, everybody. So glad to
Hello,
be here.
hello, hello. And for those of you who've been following us or been with us for many years, this person's no stranger to this cooking demo series. Fiona Adams, who's not only our guest sous chef, but she comes with so much more. She's a certified fitness instructor as well as a health coach. So this is Miss Fiona.
Yay.
Everybody, so happy to be here. I saw that Ava just joined. She's not
Wow.
on camera yet, but hi everyone. So happy to be here this evening.
Sweet.
All right.
Go ahead. Yes, yours.
So I think we're jumping in, right, Karen? Did you want to say
Yep.
anything before we started? All right, great. So again, so happy that everyone is here. Thank you, Geraldine and Miss Ava, for being on camera. Ava's in the kitchen as always, it looks like. Hey. So before I start, I just want to welcome all of you on camera. If you are willing to show us your faces, you don't have to be all dolled up like Karen and I. We take you, come as you are. We would just love to have you on camera. We would love to have you chatting with us. This is definitely going to be an exchange. We want to hear what you know about cooking and eating and, whatever you describe as healthy. So we definitely want this to be more of a conversation. We love to see you on camera. Thank you, Lisa. Great to see your face. Okay, so I'm going to jump into what's on the slide here. So eating fruits and vegetables that are in season offer many benefits to you and the environment. Seasonal foods taste fresher and are more nutritious, and they are definitely typically more affordable as they are in abundance. In addition, they support local farmers while helping reduce the negative impact on the environment associated with shipping food over long distances. For the In the Kitchen Savor the Season cooking demo series, Workwell NYC and Beautifully Fed will highlight recipes that use some of your favorite local seasonal fruits, herbs, and veggies. Some of the fruits and veggies that are in season during the winter months include apples, pears, figs, cranberries, squash, Brussels sprouts, carrots, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, beets, turnips, and pomegranate. Fun facts: cool temperatures and light frosts make root vegetables like carrots and turnips sweeter, and they convert starches to sugars to protect themselves. And winter vegetables are a fantastic source of essential vitamins like A, C, and K, antioxidants, which help protect our cells, fiber, and minerals such as potassium and magnesium, which are beneficial for immune systems and digestion. Those were a lot of words, but we'll talk a lot more about all of this as we go along during this cooking demo today. So, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight Karen as well as her kitchen so that we can see how it's going. And if you're in your kitchen cooking, hopefully you don't mind that we may spotlight you as well at some point during the session. We know Ava's not shy, so we'll definitely spotlight you at some point. So, Karen, do you want to kick it off?
Yes, I do. So folks, we're making a farro with sweet potatoes, kale, and pomegranate seeds. And this is a warm salad bowl, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's winter time, and so I like to make, even though I live, you should know, I'm from New York, but I live in Florida. And so for me, it's cool whenever it drops below 75 degrees. Don't be mad at me. And I put on like a sweater, like I like to be warm. And so winter, I still remember winter in New York. I like warming foods. And so that's why the farro and the sweet potatoes are in there. We're also using warming spices like ground cinnamon and cumin to add some flavor. Who uses cinnamon together in savory dishes? Do you sometimes just associate cinnamon with like sweet things, cereals, or whatever? Who uses cinnamon and savory? Because this is something I've been adopting for the last few years, but I didn't always do this. But there's something really beautiful about the layer of flavor cinnamon will add to a savory dish. So I invite you to play around with that. And we're gonna do that with this dish. Cool?
Yeah,
So
I want to
oh,
remind folks, sorry, Karen, that you can definitely like unmute yourself and jump in anytime,
yes,
or you can post in the chat as Tanya did. She said that she always thinks of cinnamon with sweet dishes. So yeah,
right.
fun to see it today in a savory dish.
Definitely. Oh my God, I can't wait for you to try this. So right now I've got some kale going. Oh, you guys. I'm gonna turn the fire off. It's really good. Can you see that?
Nice bright
It's
green. How did
right. It's just kale and garlic right now. I'm gonna cut up. I'm gonna show you later how to cut this up. I'm gonna add it to this bowl here, just to get out of our way. We're gonna add that to our bowl of farro. We'll probably add farro to this bowl later on. Oh my goodness, that smells amazing. All right. So the first thing you want to do though, and I showed this first because I already did my first thing, which is to roast the sweet potatoes, the onion, and the chickpeas. We're roasting the sweet potatoes and the chickpeas together. And what I do is, where are my chickpeas? I'll find it. But you're gonna peel the sweet potato. And so who's familiar with the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 environmental working group? We referenced it here. It's a great place to identify which veggies are really important for you to buy organic if you can afford it, or otherwise just be sure to clean it really well once you get it home, and don't eat the skin if you can avoid it. And then the Clean 15 tells you which things, it doesn't really matter if you buy it organic or not, because you're not going to eat the skin anyway, and there's not a lot of toxic pesticides in it. So you're not, going to be it's not as harmful to you. Um, who knows where sweet potato lies on that? I don't think it's one of the Dirty Dozen.
I don't think that it is either.
And it's probably because we don't typically eat the skin. We're going to peel it. So in this case, we're going to peel it we're going to peel and cube it before we add it to the roasting pan. You could use a sheet pan. I like cast iron. So I'm just going to put it in my cast iron pan in a little bit, but I'm going to show you. You can't see me. So I'm using this Y peeler. It's my favorite veggie peeler. To just take off the skin. And you guys, EWG working group, the environmental working group rather, they have an app now that you can download and use to help you make better food choices and to have the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 handy whenever you go shopping.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pull it up and share it with all of you right now.
Oh, they're dope.
Yeah. Because it does matter, right? Um, Organic food can be more expensive, but as Karen mentioned, not everything necessarily needs to be purchased that's organic, right? So if you're more aware of the ones that are exposed to, typically more exposed to pesticides, and you can avoid those, avoid the conventionally grown versions of those foods, money
Ooh,
well spent on those organic versions.
I'm so glad you said commercially produced, because it reminds me also there's some local farmers, if you're buying your produce from a local farmer, that may not have the organic certified stamp because it costs something to get that. So if you're shopping from your local farmers market or whatever, ask them if they grow their foods with pesticides. Many of them don't, in which case you're buying organic even if the freaking organic label isn't on it. And so trust that. And that means it won't come with a heavy price tag either. So yeah, definitely shop local when you can. Right, so after I get that peeled, I'm just gonna slice it in half like this to make it easier to cut discs. So I'm gonna cut discs like that.
So,
And then,
Karen, we're not fully seeing your board where you're cutting the discs.
darling, this better? Oh no, there we go. Ta-da, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thanks. So I'm just cutting, I'll cut another one so you can see better. But this is the idea is to just cut uniform pieces so that they all cook at the same temperature or the same rate. Okay. So like this. Ta-da. This is where I need to have you push everything back. There we go. All right, so this is the other one that I sliced in half. And now I cut. I'm gonna cut
So
this
while
into
you're cutting, I'm just going to mention, we're in a world of marketing and
yes.
everybody always wanting to build their list. So I'm trying to pull up the EWC list, and you have to enter your email and information in order to see the list.
Ah,
But I'm sure I can find it on another site, but I'm just chuckling because I'm like, it wasn't always like this.
it wasn't always
No.
like that. He's like,
Lisa mentioned that she tried the Green Lantern drink and she looks forward to trying these recipes.
oh my gosh, that was one of Fiona's, y'all. The Green Lantern. And that was inspired by Greece, right? That was a Greek.
Mm, yeah.
Oh, I'll show you this later. This. I'm going to.
Lori, you're outside someplace with a very beautiful background.
Ooh, what are you up to, Lori? Out in the city streets?
Hi, ladies. I'm at Bryant Park. They're having salsa dance tonight. So
Oh, nice.
Did she
conflict
say
of interest,
salsa?
but I do. But there's a lesson at 7, and then after. Anyway, conflict of interest, but I had to come. Remember me, right? I'm the onion
Yes,
lady. I'm
absolutely.
the
I
onion lady.
remember.
I
I
told
saw the
Fiona
theme. Yes.
her super fans would be here. Thank you, Lori. And even while at salsa dancing, you had to stop to say, hey, I love it. That's what's up.
Good to see you, Lori.
All right.
Yeah.
Adding my
Lori, I'll go ahead and put you back on mute. Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay, honey.
All righty. Karen, someone is asking if we can just make sure that we see your hands as you're cutting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't vegetables typically have a lot of vitamins in the skin? Joan is asking.
Oh, this is true. Yes. The ones that we're telling you to peel, the vitamins, but it's better not to have the toxins than the vitamins. So that's why we're saying just peel it and discard it. And if you're getting a variety of colors on your plate, you're going to be sure to get all the nutrients you need, and just vary it up and have different dishes with different colors, different times, and be fine, as opposed to thinking you've got to get all of it from the one vegetable, you know?
That was a really great question. Thank
It
you for that.
was.
Yeah.
Right. So I've got my chickpeas. I've rinsed them. When you rinse them, sometimes the peels will start to come off. And if you're, you know, OCD about it, you can get each one off. It's actually good to get the peels off when you are making hummus because it makes a really smooth hummus. When you do that, a silky texture. But for me, I'm not pressed. Like if they come off, I'll take some of them off, but whatever. These are I dry them. Let me dry them a little bit more, in fact, because otherwise you're gonna get kind of it's gonna be wet and it's gonna add wetness and moisture to the sweet potatoes, and you want it all to be dry so that it roasts and browns and caramelizes nicely. Okay, so I'm gonna dry this a little bit.
Ava, where are you in the recipe? Have you started roasting? You're still muted.
I can't hear you, Mama.
Ava,
I'm
you're
making.
still. Oh, there you are.
Okay, sorry. I was trying
Okay.
to unmute and write a comment. I roasted the sweet potato, well, that's roasting right now. The sweet potato, the chickpea, and the onions. I'm boiling the water for the farro. I'm using Swiss chard this time
Mm,
because for me, kale is a little too harsh sometimes. I like the Swiss
Yeah,
chard.
I like Swiss chard
So
too.
I'm trying to see. I got 2 more minutes on the veggies, so I might just put, or start the chard
okay, sounds
now. And I started making a drink already.
okay.
So,
Overachiever, this one.
hi Brenda.
Yes.
All right. So for us, we've got I added salt. I'm roasting the sweet potatoes and the chickpeas together. Add a little bit of salt to this. I'm gonna add my cinnamon, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of the cumin, a drizzle of avocado oil. I'm using a high heat oil. I could stand high heat, so that it doesn't denature as we roast at high temperatures. Not all oils are made for high temperatures, like extra virgin olive oil, while it's a great oil to saute with and it has a nice flavor and it's good and it's my go-to oil for most things. When I'm roasting, avocado oil is what I go to.
Yeah, and I see so many recipes online where people are roasting with extra
I
virgin oil.
know.
So many.
It's not good, you guys, because it's smoking up your kitchen. You're inhaling that. It's getting into your food. It's not good. So, oh no, and again, it's like it's a accumulation over time. If it's the same thing, if you're exposed to it the one time, it's
Yeah.
fine. But if you're constantly cooking that way, there's something you can do that's better for your health.
It also shifts the flavor of the oil
Yeah,
if it's cooked at too high
yeah,
the heat.
definitely. It tastes darker for sure.
Um, so Ava did have a question about the farro. How long does it usually take to cook? She found one at Trader Joe's that takes 10 minutes.
Ooh, that's probably the pearled farro. Yeah, that's the farro I use too. That's good. That I don't know how long the other one takes because I don't use it. But I think probably like rice, 35 minutes, 40 depending.
So do you want to talk about pearled versus like semi-pearled or?
Or is it the semi-pro that I use? I don't even know. It's been so long. Hold on. You talk while I grab let me grab my bag of farro. And you tell.
Ava, did you have a question or a
The
comment?
the one I have is this one. It says it's pre-cooked. I think that's why it's taking 10 minutes because it's
Ah, okay.
already pre-cooked and quick cooked. So I found, ooh, they don't know. Yeah. So I just want to say that.
So yeah, that saves you some time in the kitchen. So that's great.
So this one is organic pearled farro is all that it's telling me. And I don't remember the difference between it other than the difference in cooking time. And I'm thinking the semi-pearled or the non-pearled is more like whole
Hmm.
farro. That's why it takes longer to cook.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just very similar to rice, where white rice versus brown rice has the bran and the
Oh.
germ removes. Yeah. So
Ta-da! Okay, so you put this in the oven, 400 degrees, and boom. It's gonna come out. Well, first let me show you the onion. The onion you're also gonna cook. You could cook it all in the same pan if you have a wide enough pan. My pans are not that big, so one pan is for what we just did, and then another pan for this. I'm going to keep the roots of the onion together as I cut. So I'm cutting on the opposite side And then I do that to make a stable surface so that the onion is no longer rolling away from me. Makes it easier to cut it and not myself. And so I'm cutting through, and this is easy. All I'm doing, and we're not doing a dice here, we're just cutting it into quarters. So I'm gonna cut, I'm cutting still through the root to keep the onion intact as I cut it and as it cooks. So see, you can see the root there. So I'm keeping the root. See, I'm keeping the root intact.
Yeah.
I'm just cutting through it. And then I peel it and I put it into a pan. Again, with a little bit of drizzle of the avocado oil, some salt. You can add some more of the spices too if you want.
We do have a couple questions in the chat. One is specifically about the oil. How much avocado oil did you use? Ivory, was that for the sweet potato and chickpeas, or is it for the onions?
For the sweet potatoes and chickpeas.
I drizzled it. I didn't really measure. It's probably a tablespoon, depending on how big your pan is. And you just.
I'm using a pan similar to yours, cast
Okay.
iron.
You're
Ooh,
cooking along.
Are
Yay.
you cooking along? Can we see you, Ivory?
I'm trying to get it on video, but my computer keeps kicking me out every time I try to do the video part.
Oh no. It'll work out. I think it'll work out before we end the session. We will see you.
I'm praying on it.
Um,
Yeah, so about how much oil, I just drizzle like a tablespoon over top. The idea is you want enough oil to coat the veggies. So just add some and like mix it together, make sure everything is like coated nicely where it's not like sitting in oil, but everything is like moisturized, nicely moisturized. That's what you want. So this is not the pan we're going to use for this. You'd want a bigger pan, but just to show you. Because I wouldn't use this pan because it's too small. Like you want to create enough space for the roasting to actually happen. Here, it will probably like steam where you get soggy onions. We don't want soggy onions. So have a bigger pot, but I just wanted to show you this. And then I'll show you what it actually looks like. Give me a second.
Lori, I'm not following your question in the chat. You said, can one make with chickpea pasta? Sorry, I was missing pasta. Can one make with chickpea pasta or too much chickpea?
Oh, could you make this dish with a chickpea pasta instead of the farro? In other words, is that the question?
Correcto.
I'm not hearing you.
Yeah,
Yes.
instead of the farro, using a chickpea pasta.
Yeah, go for it. I wouldn't double up with the chickpeas though. I'd use a different bean. Like again, just for variety, texture, flavor. So I would do maybe like a white bean, like cannelli, cannellini beans. Fiona knows I love cannellini beans. All those stuff. But yeah,
Yes. Appreciate that.
you're welcome. But try
Right.
with the pasta. That's a good idea. All right, so this is a cooked situation, you guys. The chickpeas.
Can you maybe move the pot over just a little bit so we can see the full pot?
Oh, this is why Fiona is here.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get this out of my way because that's why I can't see what you guys can see better. All right. So I know it's done because everything is nice and brown. Also the sweet potato is soft. I'm
Are
dancing
the
already.
chickpeas crunchy, Karen?
Not
It just kind of,
It's got texture. It's got bite.
okay.
It's not soft. But it's not really crunchy, but it's got a bite to it.
Is it crisp on the outside, you would say, but then still soft on the inside? Okay, got it.
That's exactly how it's it. Crisp on the outside, soft on the inside. Boom. So
Okay, so I have another question for you.
Okay,
Right?
go.
So I got a new oven like a couple years ago, and so there are all these different settings on there, which I'm so excited about. Would you recommend doing something like this on like a convection roast setting or bake, or if you have that option, what would you say?
like to cook this in your convection oven, like a toaster oven type style?
No, the oven itself has different settings, and one of them
Oh.
is like convection roast or convection bake, which,
Ah,
circulates more air and I think helps things
exactly.
to
They
get a little
crisper.
crispy. Yeah. Would you
Yeah,
use that
do it.
setting or no? Would that be too much?
No, I would do that. I would definitely do that.
I'm glad
Um,
you said that because that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Sweet. Do it. And just cook it to the texture that you like. If you like
Yeah.
your sweet potatoes a little softer, like I like mine to be a little like soft, not crispy. Then you take them out earlier. But yeah, you can totally do it. And it would cook up faster in
Yeah.
convection because of the circulation of the air.
Yeah.
Totally do it. Good question. So okay, so this is the cooked sweet potatoes, cooked chickpeas, cooked onions. Everything tastes delicious. All right, let's put this to the side for now because now we got to do what's next, Fiona? I think now is kale time, right?
Yes, I am going to the recipe. So we cooked the farro, we roasted the veggies. We're toasting the pepitas and sauteing the kale and garlic.
Yay, the pizzas. Oh, I just put the onion in my pizzas pan. Let's do this.
Is anyone else cooking, by the way? So we have Ava, we have Ivory. Is anyone else cooking along tonight with us? By the way, hi, Amani.
Honey, welcome.
Good to see your name.
No. All right, you guys. So I rinsed my kale. And a good way to cut kale, Swiss chard, any dark leafy green like this, actually it helps to like disconnect it from the thing.
And what kind of kale is this? Because
It's
this,
the lacinato kale, so it's kind of like it's got a lot of texture to it. I like it.
you like this better than the curly kale or
I mean, it's
just
just
variety?
preference. I like the look and the texture of it. I
Yeah.
can't say that I've like done a taste test with the other one side by side, but in terms of like what I buy, I am always drawn to this.
Yeah. I mean, we eat with all our senses, right? So
Exactly.
you like the look of it because you're eating with your eyes as well.
And so this is what I buy. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm like rolling it into a cigar.
Mhm.
I stack them each on top of each other. You could do this with any large leafy green. And then I roll it like this. And this type of cut is what they call, and the French call, a chiffonade. Because I'm going to take oh shoot, we're smoking. I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to wipe my knife. Hold on. I'm going to take my knife and my rolled cigar situation. And I'm gonna cut it on a bias, like a slant. It's a bias. You see me? And I'm just gonna slant and slant and slant and slant. And I'm doing a technique that can be easily done with this type of knife. It's a chef's knife. And I'm pulling the blade back towards me and cutting down and go forward and cut down. It's a rocking technique that really makes it easy to cut. Is why chefs are able to cut so fast. It also takes a lot of the strain away from cutting, so it actually makes cutting more fun. And it works when you have a knife that's shaped like this, a chef's knife. All right, so this is my chiffonade. They call it a chiffonade. Chiffonade apparently means ribbon in French. Oh, so it's like this. And I'm just gonna take this up. I have my oil with garlic going. I thought I did, I just turned it off. It wasn't on, you'd hear it sizzling. If it was on, it'll sizzle shortly. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna sizzle it. I'm gonna do this with the remaining. This, and you could use any green you want. Like we heard Ava say, she's using Swiss chard. I have that written down as one of the alternatives. I love Swiss chard, especially rainbow Swiss chard or rainbow chard. It's my favorite.
Yeah, do any of you here have a favorite green that you enjoy? I was really into arugula. Like that's the one
Oh,
that I really enjoy. Yeah, how about the rest of you? Is there a particular green that you like? I'm trying to eat more spinach because there's iron in there and I need more iron apparently. So collards, Simone Brown says collards.
Yeah, I spring the collards.
Lately, I've been into microgreens.
Microgreens, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I'll
Yeah.
put them on like my avocado toast or different things. I love it.
Mhm.
Do you
Bok
grow it
choy.
yourself or where do you get it?
I wish I grew it myself, but no, I don't have I'm learning how to have a green thumb.
Yeah, me too. Trying to.
Kale,
So,
collard, mustard, bok choy, lettuce.
ooh, mustard greens, bok choy. I haven't had that in a minute. I love bok choy.
Mhm.
Good stuff, people. Yeah,
Lisa, do you like the baby or the adult? I like the little baby bok choy. I think that they're just so adorable.
they really are. They're super cute.
Yeah.
Do you notice a difference in taste? Again, I haven't done it side by side. I don't know if they taste
I
any different.
don't, but I like both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference in taste, but
Yeah, and so Lisa, I see your question. I'm going to turn this one over to Karen or maybe even Brenda. Do you have any information about meals for healthy teeth? So, because Lisa recently had a tooth pulled. I've been there, Lisa. Had a couple
Oh,
teeth pulled.
no problems. What comes to mind for me is anything soft. You
And
know,
I
that
would
you can
agree.
tolerate.
Yeah.
So dishes with polenta, cornmeal, grits, rice. Even the farro might be a little too toothy, as they
And
say for you. So maybe don't do the farro, but do this with polenta. Yeah, definitely do this with polenta. And don't do the pomegranate seeds because you don't do that.
right, avoid the seeds. That's what I was going to say as well.
No seeds. No seeds at all. In fact, I would think that would be problematic for you. But yeah,
And
talk
are
to
you thinking about also foods just to maintain healthy teeth? Was that
in general.
part of your question, Lisa, or did we capture what you?
yes, that's part of my question too.
Hmm. No, I don't have an answer for
Yeah,
that.
well, we know definitely calcium. If you
Calcium,
get
right?
food, sign calcium.
And dark leafy greens have a lot of calcium.
Dark leafy greens have a lot of calcium. And I would say any just to follow again, avoiding sugar, 100%.
Yeah.
And some of your dark sodas, I don't know if you consume, but the phosphoric acid can affect the teeth. It can weaken the enamel. And also being mindful of the acidity in terms of your overall intake of food. So avoiding foods that are very acidic, because again, it can play on the enamel.
Yeah, those are the first two things that came to my mind were the calcium and then the acid. And then, yeah, a lot of people don't necessarily first think of dark leafy greens with calcium, right? So definitely you get a bang for your buck there with the dark leafy greens, with the calcium and all the other nutrients in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Is that helpful, dear? From Lisa, thank you. You're welcome. And
Yeah,
good luck,
it's
honey.
very helpful.
Teeth is not, yeah, not fun. Dental help, dental work. What am I doing? Now I am getting ready to juice my lime. But to juice it, the easiest way to, one of the ways to help release the juice from the lime, so it wants to give you all of its juice, is to soften it. So I like to roll it around till it feels like it's giving, like it's got some, you can squeeze it. It's not so hard. The more you roll it, the more malleable it gets and the easier it is to juice. So I don't have a lot of time, so I'm not gonna keep doing this. I could do that for like maybe 3 minutes more. We're not doing that. So I'm just gonna cut it. And I have also use a really good juicer. I
Yeah.
don't use
I'm gonna say the other option is to use a juicer.
or something like this. Like
Yeah.
the press. This is, oh my God. I don't know why I love it so much. Probably says more about me than anything else. But I love this particular brand of not brand, like I don't care what name it is, but the fact that the way that it works, the mechanics of this, it squeezes down and it's just so fun to do and it's very satisfying because I feel like it really gets a lot of the juice out of it. So come with me.
Perfect.
Here we are. And I'm going to just squeeze. Does it say how much to have the whole lime? Half a lime? I don't remember.
It says that you should be using fresh lime juice to taste.
Just the taste. So there you go. We have more if I want to add it later. Let's just get it in there.
And is there a reason that you're choosing lime over lemon for this recipe?
There's that. I think I was choosing it because I was going with the cinnamon and the cumin, and those flavors were like Mexican inspired to me. So
Mm,
I just went with lime just to keep it all on the same notes. But the idea is to use an acid to
yeah.
help, liven up the flavors. And also I'm using an acid to create some fluid, some
Mhm.
for the dish, because there's no like real gravy or anything. And I like a dish that has like flavor and like a broth or something.
Yeah, it also helps to start breaking down the kale as
That's
we're cooking it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. So I'm sorry, I'm most likely going to mispronounce your name. I'm sorry. Ende? You posted in the chat some. Are you able to come off mute so that you can explain your comment? It was to also address your question, Lisa, about healthy teeth. And I'm just very curious about this. I know we've kind of moved on, but I just wanted to hear more about this.
Hi.
Hi.
Some like the guys that sell the oil on the street,
Mm-hmm.
they sell some stick.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
the incense stick? I'm not sure I know.
No, it's not incense. It's stick. Uh, uh, mm, I'll show you.
Okay, yeah, I'm super curious. Lisa, maybe this is something else for you too, as a
It's like
taste.
a stick that you chew on, like dental hygiene. I think I know what she's talking about.
Is it called students?
Yeah, let me go get it. I'll show you
You
what
love
it's
it.
like.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
more than one of you know about this stick?
I love this. This is what I say. This is
Right?
about sharing, right? Like
Come on,
exchanging information because we all have a little tidbit to share. So I'm excited to learn about this.
let's share.
This. It's something like this. It's different. It can with different colors.
Do you
This-
mind if I spotlight you for a second? I know we're a little off topic, just really quickly.
Okay.
Let's see.
Thank you.
You see it?
Ah, okay.
One of this kind, or like this. Someday, like it's just the the little part of the leaf
Uh-huh.
of the tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I love that.
Of what tree?
It's different trees.
Mm,
Different trees. It grows sometime in Asia, sometime in Africa.
beautiful.
It can be acacia, you know acacia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes they take the and put it into powder.
Uh-huh.
So it's good for the gums
Okay.
and the teeth.
Okay, great. Folks, do your research. You know, it's always good to have
So when you
information.
pass by on the street and you see those people selling the oil,
Mhm.
the incense, and ask them they have some.
Beautiful. Would you
Yeah.
mind pronouncing your name for me, please, in case we're going to talk again?
They,
Inde?
yeah.
Okay, I didn't do too bad. All righty. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys can still see me?
Yes, we
While
gave
I'm
you a
doing
chance to move along here.
Yeah. So now we've got all the parts have been prepared. So now we're just assembling the dish. So I'm putting the kale in with the farro that I cooked in my rice cooker because it's just easier for me. And the pepitas I didn't show you, but these are roasted pepita seeds. All I did was put it into a dry skillet. Again, I love cast iron, but use whatever skillet you have. Just don't add any oil to it. And you could roast any seeds, nuts in a dry skillet. Just make sure you watch it, medium high heat. Keep an eye on it, turn it, shake it until it's browned and it's fragrant. You'll smell it. Gets nuttier. It releases some more flavor.
It's also great to do that with your spices, right? Your ground
Yeah.
spices. Yeah, it helps to release
Yeah,
flavor,
dry
particularly if you,
herbs.
yeah.
All right, so the pepitas are in there. My kale is already looking really pretty. And now we're gonna add.
It would have been nice if we had gotten the recipe and do it along with you.
Oh, you don't
Maybe
have it?
next time.
Yeah, Brenda, do you want to mention?
Yeah, well, today we've been sharing the recipe, but when we promoted this cooking demo, we actually promoted it with links to the recipes as well as the Zoom. So there was various points where you could have downloaded the recipe. So I'm sorry to see that or hear that you didn't get access to it.
At least now you know for future classes, and if you don't happen to see it, get in touch with somebody from Workwell. They'll make sure that you have
And
it.
we can make sure,
Yeah.
yeah. But
You
in
know
the,
what?
when you register via Zoom, we have
Mm,
a link to the recipes. But
okay.
this time around, even in our promotional emails, when we send the email blast, we
Yeah.
actually put a link to the recipes in the hope people would have earlier
Ah,
access so that they could purchase the materials. But next
gotcha.
time, at least for our April cooking demo.
All right, cool. I think it was just my negligence. You probably had it there, but I didn't realize.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
But thank you.
it's
You're
good that you
welcome.
mentioned it because now you definitely know to look for it next time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's so good, you guys. All I had was a sweet potato. I haven't had the whole assembled dish. But look, I remember I mentioned I like a dish to have a lot of not just flavor, but like moisture to it, like wetness. I don't know what to say. But anyway, point is there is no gravy. I'm gonna add some vegetable broth to this just to add a little more something. If you like it dry, then it'll be fine. But for me, I'm gonna add a couple of splashes of that and put my lid on and just let it all sit together. But look at the colors. Talk about eating your colors.
Yeah. It looks seasonal, you know?
Right?
Yeah.
Look at that. I can't wait. All right, but first let's make the drink. And this is super easy because I am using store-bought pomegranate juice. I'm gonna leave this here to cook up. All right, we're gonna move this over here, back to over here. So glad I created this little setup. Not too much manipulation on my part. All right, what am I doing? For this, what's in this recipe, Fiona? What are we making here? Tell the people, please.
So we are making a pomegranate apple cider sparkle. And we have, do you want me to read the actual ingredients, Karen? The measurements so that you can,
Go for it. Why not? I probably won't
yep.
pay attention to it, but yeah.
Oh,
Tell me.
okay. So we have half a cup of 100% pomegranate juice. We have half a cup of apple cider, one cinnamon stick, half an inch to an inch piece of fresh ginger grated, sparkling water, pomegranate seeds, and mint for garnish, juice of half a lime, which is optional, and ice, which is also optional, I think. I don't
Yeah.
always want ice in my drink. Um, Interesting. So what should they look for in their pomegranate juice to know that it's 100%? Or look for in the bottle?
Yeah. That it says 100% juice, that there's nothing added. Also, don't just believe what they put on the front of the label. Look at the back to see what's in it. And oh gosh, my contacts are not my real eyes. So let's see.
Well, we do see something that says 100% juice. I can see a little bit.
Good, good. I'm looking to see like the first ingredient that's listed.
I think it's on the
There,
other
there it
side
is.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
From 100% California pomegranate. Ta-da! That's all that's in there. That's a good sign. That's what you want.
No added sugars
No
or
added
anything.
No
sugar.
added sugars, yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which
Look at
is the
that.
key to look for.
No
Yes.
added flavors. Sometimes they'll say added flavors. And what do you mean you added flavors to it? What does that mean? That means nothing. And they'll say natural flavors at that. What's
Yes.
natural about added flavors?
Reading
Just
labels is so important. And for someone who, like, I kind of geek out at the grocery store. I was telling Karen this, that, like, when I have free time, I actually like to go to the grocery store and wander around the aisles, which is a little different, but that's fine. I love reading the labels because it's so fascinating to see what they actually put in our foods. Like, I really encourage you one day. I mean, I'm sure you all maybe go grocery shopping, maybe you have it delivered, I don't know, but just read labels. If you're not doing it now, it is such an interesting exercise to actually read what's in our foods. You might be so surprised by some of it.
Honey, the madness that you'll see when you start reading labels, it's nuts. One of my favorite stories and just like bizarre findings is I was in Montreal, Canada, but I learned they do this in our country too. Don't be fooled. But I only happen to know is because I always use like kosher salt or sea salt in my kitchen. I was visiting my cousin and I'm there with her and she was making a dish and she pulls out salt and it's like, the iodized salt thing. So I'm telling her why I don't use that type of salt, why I prefer sea salt, because it's natural and it's just um a mineral. And I said, the other salts, they will put things in it. I said, let me show you. I turn the label around and it says salt, comma, sugar. Sugar. Why is sugar in the salt? Why would they do that? Why do you think they would do that? I'm gonna tell you. Because they know sugar is highly addictive. So is salt. They want us to be addicted to sugar. Like y'all need to realize the food industry is in the business of making money, not in the business of making us healthy. We need to be in the business of making us healthy. That's why we need to read these things. They want us to be addicted to this stuff so that we get sick and we keep buying it and want it and spending the money. So be very aware. There are even apps that help you to read labels too if you feel overwhelmed when you're reading labels. You're like, I'm reading, but I don't even know what any of this means. Do I not buy anything at the store? Have you guys heard of Yuka? YUCA. Are you familiar with it, Fiona?
Mhm.
Isn't that like a yam?
It's an
It's a
app.
it's a yam as well, I think.
She said yam. I heard it's in a yam. Yes, yuca. Yes, it is.
I know as a yam.
Yuca is a tuber. Yes, yuca is
But
an
there's an
actual
app
vegetable.
called yuca as
You should
well.
eat it. You should definitely eat it. It's delicious. And they named an app after it that helps you decipher nutrition labels. You can actually use it as you're shopping at a grocery store and scan the UPS code, is that what they call it? What do you call it? The barcode. And it'll tell you what's not just what's in it, but how good or bad it is for you based on what's in it. And it'll tell you like more healthier options to choose of that particular thing. Like, oh, macaroni and cheese, you picked up Kraft. And like, oh, actually, poor on the scale of good, healthy, poor. And then they'll say, but, try Amy's or try this other, is it Annie's? Annie's mac and cheese. They'll give you options, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. And like Karen said, this can all be so overwhelming, right? So
Yeah.
even if you think about shifting one thing and then going from there, just, bite-size changes.
Yeah, and as we're spending so much time talking about food labels, what I will do in our follow-up email, I will actually share a link to a webinar where we were talking about how to dissect food labels, just so you have a general understanding of how to read.
Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah.
good stuff. Oh, the mint, that's what's missing. Hold on. And cilantro.
And so in the chat, the question, did you ever make pomegranate juice at home? I have. Karen, have you?
No, never. How long did it take you and how many pomegranates did you have to use?
I had just two pomegranates, and so it wasn't much at all. It was probably like 1 or 2 servings of juice. But yeah, I like juicing things. I have a question about how people eat pomegranates. So I made something recently using the pomegranate seeds, and someone said, I never knew that you could eat these. I would just like take the outside of it off and then spit out the seeds. Has anyone else eaten a pomegranate in that way? Because it feels like a lot of work.
I
And a lot
do.
of
I eat
waste.
the seeds. Even with my grapes, I eat the seeds.
You eat the seeds, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone said, I've never eaten a pomegranate seed. I didn't even know you could eat them.
but there's no jelly on it.
If you
Right.
don't eat it, you're not eating much of the thing in the first place. There's not a whole lot
Yeah.
to it, right?
Yeah, I didn't understand how that worked, and like I said, it also just feels like a lot of effort to try to get the little bit of stuff that's on there off.
It is.
Yeah. Let's see, but I think that I hear Europe is much stricter about what is put into the food. I've heard that as well. Oh, yeah,
Wait, oh, Europe is.
it's not anymore.
I was surprised that Montreal had the sugar and the salt. Is anybody else here surprised about that? That threw me. I was like, what the? That's what I knew they're trying to
Well,
get us.
maybe it's in our salt as well. We just never
No,
paid any
I
attention.
did see it in one brand. I can't remember which brand, but I did see it one time here in the US. I was like, oh, look at that. They're trying to
We gotta look.
sea salt. Don't.
Oh, wait, we're going back to the pomegranate. So, Imani, you're someone who would spit out the seeds.
Oh.
And then, Lisa, did you say yes? You also used to spit out the seeds? I wasn't sure. Yeah? You are humans with a lot of patience. I would
I'm
choose not
saying.
pomegranates if
I
that.
would never buy a pomegranate again. Like,
Yeah, Azrael. Again, apologies if I'm mispronouncing.
I spit the seed too.
You spit them out as well?
Because there is not a lot of work. You just, I don't know how to, you just kind of squeeze it in your mouth and just eat the upper side and then
Mm.
take out the seed.
I love this. Thank y'all for sharing.
But just peeling it is enough work.
You don't peel it, you
It
just put it in your
is.
mouth. You
No,
put it
but
in
I
your
mean,
mouth
just
and
taking
you,
the skin off the
yeah.
outer layer, getting to the inner layer, that's a lot of work by itself.
It is. Yes, it is.
It really
Because you got to get rid of the, what do you call that? The skin in between
Mhm,
Oh,
mhm.
the
the
grains.
membrane.
Yeah, the membrane. You got to get,
Yeah.
so that I
It's
don't eat. But my uncle was telling me that that's good for washing your eyes to prevent you from getting eye disease.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I don't know.
do your research, people. Do your research. And research is not testing it on your own eye.
Uh,
Do your research first, just to be sure.
true,
Always
true.
important to do the research because it's also individualized, right? Because maybe
Yeah.
it worked for your uncle and it might not work for you. So it's
Okay.
always good to know all the information.
Talk with your health professionals when you can.
Trader Joe sells just the
All
seeds.
right.
Oh,
How are we doing on time? What time is it?
we're coming up on 5 minutes left.
Okay. It's time to taste the thing. Come. I'm gonna put some into a bowl.
And as you're preparing, I just want to launch
Go.
2 or a few polls just to see. So my first poll for you all is, how would you rate the overall quality of this program? Please let us hear from you, because this is how we continue to make adjustments, know we're doing the right thing. So thank you for your feedback. This is great. We always look to this feedback to help us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when we're done with the poll, we'll see Ava's final dish. And then, Ava, were you able to work out your camera situation that was happening? Ivory, sorry.
Ivory. How'd you make out ivory?
Thank you for that.
No, oh, sorry. No, I was just typing. I'm disappointed I couldn't get the camera to work.
Aw.
I want to send you guys a picture when it's done.
Please do. Are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am.
Tag me. I am beautifully fed.
All right. And our second poll, did participating in this program increase your knowledge of the health and wellness topic presented? All right.
Yes, because it's very interactive also, which I like.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're
That's true.
sharing, we're doing stuff. Well, you're cooking and we're sharing.
Yeah. Yeah,
And you're
it's
sharing.
important. All right. And then we're going to have one other question, which is actually going to go back to what you just asked. Co-worker connection, and people don't often think a cooking demo would bring me closer to my co-workers, but as you said so correctly, it does bring us together because food does unite. So did participating in this program help you feel more connected to your co-workers?
I'll say it. I can't answer that, but it did make me feel closer to my niece who's here cooking with me.
Oh,
Love
great.
that.
I love that. Thank you.
Welcome.
That is so cool.
All right. Let me end here. And Karen and Fiona can continue to take it away.
One thing I want to show you guys. I'm gonna add some salt to this pan because I realized I didn't salt the greens. And so it took away some of the flavor, but it's okay. We can always add.
Is it
It'll-
best to add before, after, or in between? I always wonder about that when it comes to veggies.
I salt as I go. I like to salt. And it depends on the veggie also. Like there's certain things like chickpeas you don't want to salt
Gotcha.
as you're cooking it because it makes the cooking time longer.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly with not similarly, but with mushrooms, I don't salt as I'm sauteing because it draws out the moisture from it.
Ah,
Or adds moisture I forget, or adds
It draws out the moisture. Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, so it depends. But
Okay.
it's okay to add it. You know, I salt as I go. Um,
Okay.
and at the end I taste it, and if it still needs a little something, I may add
Yeah.
salt. If I don't want to
More.
add salt, I would add an acid. Acid also brings out more
Gotcha.
flavor. So sometimes if I think something needs salt, I know I've been salting throughout. I might be like, okay, let's add acid and see what happens. In fact, let's do that.
Yeah. Helps to brighten the flavors in foods. All right, Ava. How's it going?
Talk to us. Talk to us.
Wow, you
Drink
guys look like
everything.
professionals.
Okay. Yes.
Let's show us what you got. Show us what you got.
All right. So here's my drink.
Okay. Ooh.
I didn't
Ooh,
have
in a
mint,
mason
so
jar at that.
yes.
So and
Very
cheers.
nice.
Cheers.
And then
Cheers.
wait, let me. Yes. Cheers. Let me get my drink. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
And then let me get
Did you taste it? How was it? What do you
Oh,
think?
slamming. It's good.
Mm,
So good.
mm,
Oops. Okay,
right.
here's my plate.
Oh wow.
Whoa,
Pretty. Ooh, the pomegranate seeds
Ooh.
are
that looks
popping.
delicious.
So good. So good.
Restaurant worthy. I would buy that.
Yeah,
I would order
it's
that
really
at a
good.
restaurant.
Thank you, Imani. Thank you.
Mm.
Oh
Very
yeah, it's
nice.
the drink. The pomegranate seeds fell inside, but
Mm,
I didn't have any mint, but it's all good.
Oh.
Yeah, mint is hard to find. And
Mm.
it doesn't last long. By the time I
No,
bring it home, it's wilted.
Oh, both look so great.
mhm.
And while
thank
you're
you.
eating, I just want to
Wow.
leave us all today with some additional programs. As I noted, this is our 10th year, WorkWell's 10th anniversary, and we're going to have so many amazing programs to share with you over the upcoming 12 months. And we are starting off with our Artist Life submission. I don't know how many of you have participated in this beautiful program where we get to see the artwork of city employees. So
Oh
Artist
wow.
Life is back, 2026. Theme is humankind, human connection and spirit in the age of AI. And we invite all of you artists to submit in your artwork, and submissions will be accepted through March 2nd. We're also starting the year with our Make a Move Challenge, where we're asking city employees to start off 2026 healthy and well by checking out how much movement they're doing over a few days. We're not
I
asking a lot.
enjoyed that
It's
a
from
lot.
you're enjoying it.
I
So
enjoyed that a
it's
lot.
currently
Yes.
going on and it's through 25th. You can download the
Oh
app and
wow.
it will track you as you go along. Let's see
Okay.
how you are compared to your other city employees. And
Yeah.
then tomorrow, January 15th at 6 p.m., we have How to Build Your Workout Routine webinar. Fiona, you may like that one. Is your New Year's resolution to exercise more, but you're not sure where to start? Join our webinar to learn how to build a balanced workout routine, discover safe ways to increase physical activity, prevent injuries, and reach your fitness goals. And one special to my heart, let's bring the pressure down. I've been hearing a lot of conversation about salt today, but I said, Brenda, don't speak, just hold yourself. So if you have high blood pressure, we know that blood pressure puts us at risk for heart disease, stroke,
Yes.
and the leading cause of death in the United States. So WorkWell's 8-week hypertension prevention program, which is called Let's Bring the Pressure Down, will support you in number one, preventing high blood pressure or better managing it if you're currently living with the condition. And
Mm-hmm.
sign up for access to life-changing, empowering classes to learn how to get rid of high blood pressure. I can share that we are offering a variety of different sections. We have Friday evening, Friday afternoon, we have Wednesday evenings, as well as lunchtime. So we're making this 8-week session very available. And lastly, don't wait for the updates. Sign up for our mailing list so you'll be the first ones to receive these exciting programs or information about upcoming programs, and stay in contact with Workwell. There's so many ways for you to connect with us. YouTube, LinkedIn, we can contact us via email. So please don't hesitate to reach out. We want to hear from you. Again, we are your city worksite wellness program, and we want to provide programs that you're interested in participating in. And that is that. Karen, Fiona, do you have any ending words for everyone?
About the salt, I want to add a caveat. Just remember that when we're cooking for ourselves and we're controlling what goes in there and we're choosing high quality salt like sea salt, kosher salt, the grains are bigger. If you're following a recipe, you're going to use less salt than you would if you're using the fine diamond iodized salt. And also we'll use less salt than you use when you're buying processed foods. So all the more reason, cook for yourself, taste your foods. And again, if you think something needs salt, but you're trying to monitor your salt intake, before you add the salt, add some lime or lemon or some sort of acid and see